We build, we grow, we fix, we make.
Hello everyone, in today's video, I'm going to show you how I got started with aquaponics. This will be a detailed beginner-friendly guide where I'll walk you through the basic tools, parts and materials I used to build my very first aquaponics system right here in Guam. If you're thinking about starting a small aquaponics setup of your own, I recommend watching this entire video. For specific components like building a grow bed or setting up a bell siphon, I've created separate, more detailed videos. So be sure to check those out if you want step-by-step instructions on those parts. Let's get into what I used to start this system and how much each item cost. Keep in mind, prices may vary depending on your location. Here in Guam, we only have one Home Depot, and while I think their prices are fairly competitive, some items might be cheaper if you live on the mainland or order online. So let's talk about the materials and costs. The fish tank cost me $20. I used a basic container to serve as my fish tank. In aquaponics, this is where your fish live and produce nutrients from their waste that will feed your plants. A submersible water pump, which is rated at 500 liters per hour, cost me $30. I bought this locally, but I later found out the same fluorinated pump was $15 cheap online. This pump moves the nutrient-rich water from the fish tank to the grow bed. The aerator pump, which is 50 watts, and the tubing cost me $50. Aeration is essential to keep dissolved oxygen levels high for your fish, especially in a closed system. Your fish need oxygen just like your plants do. The pump discharge hose cost me $6. This is used to direct the flow of water from the pump to your grow bed. For plumbing, I used a 3/4 pipe and an elbow fitting, which all cost me $22. These parts return the filtered water from the grow bed to the fish tank, completing the water cycle. The weed barrier fabric, which is basically my grow bed cover, cost me $12. This is optional but helpful. I used it to cover my grow bed, which is transparent, reducing sunlight exposure. Too much light can promote algae growth, which competes with plant roots for oxygen and nutrients. For grow media, I chose to go with red lava rock. I bought 4 bags, costing me $28. I chose red lava rock because it's affordable, it has a good surface area for beneficial bacteria, and it provides support for my plant roots. Other options include expanded clay pebbles or gravel. I used planting pots and it cost me $15 for them. These plastic pots I used to organize my plants within the grow bed. Everything else I used was either recycled or repurposed from what I already had in my garage at the time. So my total setup cost came to around $185, but I'm going to round it off to $200 for simplicity. This was a small-scale system meant for experimenting. I wanted to learn the process, see how it worked, and if I enjoyed it, then consider scaling up later. So that's my aquaponics story so far. Everyone's journey is different depending on your space, budget, and goals. Start small, learn as you go, and adjust your system over time. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump into the...
I'm gonna have this side right here. No more plants. No more vegetables right here. It's gonna be aquaponics. So I'll set up my fish tank down here. I'll set up grow bed there and here. This is what I'm trying to make right here. This right here. 1, 2, 3. So cut the very top right here, just to enable quick inspection. And then this is gonna have holes on the bottom. It's gonna be basically attached on the bottom. Yeah. So this will be the fish tank, the grow bed, which will have lava rock in it. Let me show you what that would look like. So this is what I'm using for the grow medium. I already cleansed it, rinsed it to get rid of all the fine dust. So now it's ready for transfer. So I'll be transferring this lava rock into the grow bed. And I'm also going to seal these holes. So what I'll do is I'll put this, it's gonna go right here, and I'll make a provision for this and also for the aeration pump, and so provision for this, because this will go right in there too. Here, this is called a grow bed, and this is the fish tank. So basically, this grow bed is going to have plants in it, and this tank is going to have fish.
Why?
Fish will provide nutrients to the plants, and the plants will clean up the water from the fish poop and the fish pee and leftover food. that is creating. Happy New Year, everybody. Today I'm gonna go get some fish. I need some fingerlings, and they have to be freshwater fingerlings. So I'm gonna go get some tilapia. I've been told of a pond somewhere here in Guam, so I'm gonna go check it out. Let's go get fish here. But I don't know if this is the actual pond they're talking about. So go check it out. So I don't see any restrictions. I haven't seen any information. It just says no swimming and no open fires. So all I want is just catch some fish, right? So I've seen some fingerlings. So I got my net right here. I got my 2 buckets, one for catching the fish, the other one is just so I can get some more water to get the fish started. I got some snacks for this fish. I got this. Let's see if we can see some fish in here. Some fish, these are the small ones.
Where skills remain, create, cultivate, and sustain. Crafting life from the ground to the plan with heart and hands, that's who I am.
So that's my small scale aquaponics setup. Simple, functional, and built on a budget. It's been a great way to learn the basics, experiment with different components, and get a hands-on feel for how everything works together. Remember, you don't need to start big or spend a lot of money. Use what you have, repurpose where you can, and just start small. The beauty of aquaponics is that it's scalable. You can always grow as your knowledge and confidence increase. I hope this gives you a solid foundation if you're thinking about building your own system. If you've got questions, ideas, or just want to share your own setup, drop a comment below. I'd love to hear from you. Thanks for watching, and stay tuned for the next update as I continue to tweak and expand my system. Until then, happy growing.